On the scene came Mahatma Gandhi at this time, who returned from South Africa in 1915. He'd already become a very popular leader in South Africa, and he had won many such small battles by his famous method of non-violence. When he came to India, he did not start with the political struggle at all. He first of all wanted to find out the sufferings, he wanted to have the feelings of the people, he wanted to know more about India. So he started with certain new and small agitations which are called as pre-Gandhian movements. And amongst them are the Champaran, the Kheda and the Ahmedabad. At Champaran, the peasants were objecting against the growth of indigo on their fields. At Kheda, they wanted reduction in the revenue that they had to pay, and at Ahmedabad, there was a mill strike where the workers were demanding that their salaries should be hiked. At all these three places, Gandhi was successful, and thus he started with bigger mass movements after this. The first big movement is called as the Rowlatt Satyagraha. Now this Rowlatt Satyagraha was launched against the infamous Rowlatt Act, according to which any Indian could be put behind bars without giving him the reason why he was being put behind bars. Thus the freedom of speech and expression, of dignity, everything was violated from the British point of view. That is why a Satyagraha movement was started against the Britishers, and many Satyagraha Sabhas were formed. And on 6th April 1919, they decided that they are going to have a big major struggle against the Britishers by demonstrating, by going on strikes, hartals and things. So, when all this was going on, there also occurred a very tragic incident which is called as the Jallianwala Bagh incident in the history of India, wherein the people of Punjab had gathered to celebrate Baisakhi on 13th April 1919, and they were not aware that there was a martial law, and came in General Dyer, who started open fire, and many people were killed in this Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Thus, the Britishers were doing more and more atrocities on the Indian people, and the Indians were becoming stronger each day to fight against the Britishers.